Okay, it's going.
All right, welcome back to the Barn is Burning, episode 8, Super Bowl edition. We got Bryce back.
What's up,
Bryce is here.
everybody?
We've done it.
Bryce made the appearance.
It might be for 1 week for now, but it's a start.
No Jacob.
No Jacob. Thank you,
Period
Jacob.
picks.
So let's just dive right into it. Eagles Chiefs. What do we think is gonna happen?
What game?
Ah.
Funny. Super Bowl.
So what do we think is gonna happen? I'll talk to Bryce then. Bryce, what do you think's gonna happen?
Sorry.
I have a perfect script here, included in my same game parlay. But for now, we're gonna save that for later. I think it's the Chiefs. You got to go with Patrick Mahomes. He's up there as one of the greats you just can't bet against.
I will never count Patrick Mahomes out.
I won't either. The fact that 70% or more of the money is on the Eagles is outstanding. Just blows my mind.
The Eagles, not that I'm butthurt or anything, but I'll be that guy. Easy schedule this year.
I just don't think there's an easy schedule in the NFL.
I think when you're in the NFC East, there's kind of an easy schedule. And I think that when you're in the playoffs and you play the Giants,
Hard to beat team 3 times.
hard to beat a team 3 times. They don't have the best roster.
These are the quarterbacks that they've played this year. Jared Goff, they
Yep.
give up 35 points to him.
He's maybe the best one on the list.
Kirk Cousins, 7 points. Commanders, who was even playing at that point?
Fair point.
Jaguars,
Could have been anyone.
Trevor Lawrence, 4 turnovers that game, if you remember. I remember because he was on my fantasy squad.
That was before his renaissance at the latter half
But
of
it's
the
still
year.
Trevor Lawrence. We can't talk
No,
about
no.
can't talk about Trevor Lawrence as a bad quarterback for half the year and a year and a half and then say all of a sudden that it made the playoffs that he's good. You gotta be one way or the other.
No. If
and
you
he's
look
a good quarterback.
if you look at his stats, there definitely was a turnaround at one point.
Yes.
Well, yeah, there was a turnaround, but you can't say he's a bad quarterback for
But
a
if they
year and
play-
a half
if-
of his year,
if they-
and then say he's a good quarterback. Now
if
he's made
they
the
played
playoffs.
him
Keep the
before-
same energy is what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, if they played him before he started playing well, back when he had
When he was still a great quarterback, yes.
when he had like a 1-to-3 touchdown interception ratio, yes.
I was there. I love Trevor Lawrence. He
I'm-
was a great
Well,
quarterback.
you're letting
this
your
whole
love
year.
for Trevor Lawrence get in the way of the play that the Eagles played when they probably played the Jaguars earlier this year.
Which was, he had 4 turnovers. And he just didn't play well.
It's a good
And the
defense.
Eagles only won by 8. Then they went and played the Cardinals, so Kyler Murray. Then they played Cooper Rush, not a good quarterback.
5-1.
Steelers, was it Kenny Pickett at the time, or was that Mitch Trubisky?
I really don't know.
Texans,
you're looking-
Either way,
schedule.
it's the Steelers. They probably scored
Commanders.
18 points.
Colts, Packers, another good quarterback. They gave up 33 points.
Oh, do you want to talk about another quarterback they played? Christian McCaffrey. What a great quarterback. Josh Johnson,
Sucks.
Not a good quarterback.
not a good quarterback.
Titans, was that when Josh Darden
That could have
was
been
playing?
anyone.
Could've been anyone, yeah.
And then they finished off with, or they had the Giants, Danny Dimes, when they absolutely just destroyed them. They had the Bears. I don't think Justin Fields was playing in that one, though, was he? Or what?
I don't know.
Who knows?
We're looking at the schedule. I don't know what you want from us.
Does it say the weeks?
Yes, that was December 18th. It was the week before.
No, he wasn't playing, I don't think.
I don't
They
think so
gave up.
either.
They gave up 40 points to Dak Prescott and the Cowboys on
It's a good
Christmas.
roster.
They lost to the Saints. Andy Dalton and the Saints. Shout out AJ.
Shout out AJ.
And then the Giants.
Shout out Andy
The
Dalton.
Giants. The last game of the season, they played Davis Webb, right?
Yeah,
And a
because
bunch
they're
of-
already in the
Because
playoffs.
the
bunch of
Giants were the
jabronis.
only smart team at the end of the.
They really
They
were.
were the only
And
smart
that's why
team.
Dable's
that
the
just-
coach of the year.
Yeah, and he deserves
Then they
it.
played the Giants again. They played Christian McCaffrey at quarterback with the 49ers. They have played maybe 4 good
Tommy
quarterbacks
John.
all year.
Tommy John. I just don't know how you can fault that for them.
No, and
That's
you
they
play-
beat all these. How many NFL teams? How many games they win?
you
12?
play the teams.
You beat 12 NFL teams. That's what I care about. They're gonna give. It's not
But
like
we're
the Chiefs are
talking-
gonna go blow them out though.
We're talking about the Super Bowl right now.
But you brought up that they're not ready for a Super Bowl because of their schedule.
I didn't say they're not ready for the Super Bowl. I said they're not ready for Patrick Mahomes.
I think they are.
I think
You think
they've
so?
played
I think so.
I bet
3
Patrick
good
Mahomes throws
quarterbacks.
for like 400 yards.
Oh, I agree. But I still think they can find a way to win.
I think that if
'Cause
you
they
shut
let Brady-
down,
They let Brady throw for 500 and they still won. It's that kind of team. They find a way to win somehow in the
different
big
squad.
game.
different squad. I
different
agree with
coach,
all.
different system, different program.
You're telling me that Nick Foles is better than Jalen Hurts? And that
Depends on the day.
He's a Super Bowl MVP in that.
I know. I'm not. I'm
Is
just saying
Jalen Hurts that good? We must ask ourselves these questions. What do you throw for 120 yards in the NFC Championship?
He did what he needed to do to win the game by 40.
No, his defense did what he needed to
Exactly. I mean, I just don't
I
like
credit
fault
none
this
of that
team.
win
I
to
think
Jalen Hurts,
when it comes down to
and
it,
I'm not salty.
I feel like I need to pick the Eagles now because I'm just getting attacked for people that are somehow just like shitting on the Eagles for making the Super Bowl.
I think this game's gonna be awesome.
I think so
No,
too.
it's gonna be great, and I think
I won't
people
pick a
are
team
kinda-
because I just want to pick the points. Like this is gonna be great.
people have been overhyping kind of like what happened in was it the last Super Bowl the Chiefs were in with the Bucks because they faced a dominant defensive line. I think Andy Reid by then is going to come up with a better game plan. They got a better O line where that's not going to happen. I don't see just an absolute steamroll.
No, I don't see that either.
Boys.
No. I don't see that either at all.
I see a 2-score win for the Chiefs.
I don't see that either. I see
Really?
a one-score game. I don't know who's gonna win. It's gonna be a one-score game.
I actually have it.
The script writers.
I have it written down in here.
You have the script.
Yeah, I do. And
Nice.
this is what I gathered from the script was correct score prediction: Chiefs 34, Eagles 23 plus 43,000.
23. Wow. Huh. How they get into 23?
Probably 3 touchdowns and a safety.
I would love that. I almost clicked on there's gonna be a safety in this game. Son Reddick's gonna get a safety.
No, I don't know, dude. You miss one PAT and you kick a field goal and you get some touchdowns.
No, I just think this is gonna be a good game. I think this Eagles defense is arguably the best defense that the Bengals have seen. I mean, the Chiefs have seen. Because I can't think of a better defense.
That was a nice Freudian slip there. I think the Bengals got a pretty good defense, and they looked just fine last week.
Was that
2 weeks ago?
a shot at me? Or?
No, I genuinely think that.
Okay.
I mean, that's a great front seven.
Okay.
And you got Darius Slay out there that nobody talks about because they forget he's there, which I've done myself. I think it's a good defense.
Okay.
It's not the best defense in the league. That is the 49ers.
Well, the
That's what you
Chiefs
want me
played
to
the
say.
49ers this year, so that's why I was
Forgot about that.
a little
how'd that
taken
go?
aback. Well, it was pretty good until the last couple minutes. It's usually what happens when we
It
play
was-
the Chiefs.
It was enough for Brandon Ayuk to say he'd put his life savings on the Chiefs' money line.
And I believe in Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, I do too.
None of the 49ers players were salty or mad the same
No.
way I am at all.
No,
None
they
of
were
them.
not upset.
No.
Christian McCaffrey with the "I hope both teams lose" quote was great.
And I do too, but I also want it to be a good game.
Yeah, I do too. Maybe if they play enough overtimes and nobody scores, or it's just they can't finish the game and tie.
I'd love
Gotcha.
to see just like we have to go to sudden death of kickers. Isn't that what they do now?
No,
Damn it. Is that
No.
college?
no, nobody does that. It's been talked about, but nobody actually does it.
I was thinking like 2. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
I'm
The
blanking.
college goes to the 2-point conversions now, which is dumb.
That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, I don't know. I truly don't want I don't want to pick a side. I just want it to be a great
I
game.
do, and I want the Chiefs to lose, but I don't think they will.
Fair.
Because my hatred for the Chiefs still stands
That's fair.
taller than my hatred for the Eagles.
I don't have a hatred for the Chiefs because they can't beat Tom Brady.
Can the Eagle? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they can. But Brady's 1-1 in Super Bowls against the Eagles. So
That's true.
I don't know. I like Andy Reid a lot. I love Sirianni. He makes Pat Show better.
I don't know. I don't like Andy Reid.
Why?
I don't know if I like I don't know if I like either of those guys.
I mean,
Walrus looking,
you're
big
not-
man.
I just don't. I mean, it's fair. It's fair.
I just
There's certain guys you just don't like. I
there's
get
just a part of me that pictures like him on the sofa a couple years back with his first Lombardi eating a cheeseburger, and it just makes me mad.
That's fair. It's a very fair feeling. With that being said, I'm taking the over 50. And
I think we're all probably taking the over.
Yeah.
like I think I'm like when I actually bet it on a single bet, just the over because Montana Sports Bet doesn't same game parlay.
Mm-hmm.
You're terrible. You're bad. Your job. Be better.
Montana Sports Bet, you suck.
Yeah,
Let us help
don't
you.
sponsor us. We don't
Don't
want.
sponsor us. We
yeah.
don't want you.
We just want to help you guys out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some ideas.
Yeah, we're a business venture for you guys. Like you need us. We don't need you. Bump that up to probably like 52 and a half, 53 and a half to get like plus 100, just so like putting $5 on it actually means a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I just think there's gonna be a ton of points.
I think the smart play with that would come. You'd bet the under in the first half, because
Historically, yes,
first halves can be pretty slow.
it's true.
So if you wanted to bet the under, I would bet the under in the first half or like the first quarter.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. Dalt, you got like one bet that stands out to you
Out of everything.
out of like spread or the over under or something that you like that kind of basic before we get into like the prop bets.
I don't think so. Like I said, I was I was writing these down frantically during a machine learning class
That's
an
fair.
hour ago. I
That's
don't.
fair. All right, so let's get into some prop bets. First of all, heads or tails?
Tails.
I'm a heads guy.
I'm rocking with heads.
Yeah.
Tails.
I'm a heads guy.
Never fails. Except when it
Gatorade
does.
color.
I didn't look
As
at the odds.
As a former Jefferson High Panther, I gotta go with purple.
Ooh, purple at plus 1,000.
I'm rocking with it.
I'm going yellow plus 115. Dalton,
Give me
yep.
blue.
Blue is plus 350.
Yeah, give me that.
All right. So there's those. What else we got? Oh, do we think? I don't know the odds for this. So do you think it's gonna be a touchback or not? Pat
For sure.
I'd say probably a touchback.
always says don't take it because it's a brand new ball and they take the ball right away.
That's true.
He said like it's like just a rock hard football.
Yeah, but what I got to say to Pat is I watch a lot of football. It's usually a touchback right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, but it's never a brand new football.
I don't care.
Okay. I'm saying no. Plus,
I'm taking
plus
touchback.
130.
That's a nice bet, though.
I know. Simple.
Say plus 130?
Yeah. Damn. For no.
Does Montana Sportsbook have that?
Yeah, that's where I found it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They have some things.
You got to go into the futures portion of it. You got to go into the
Yeah, you gotta do a deep dive.
You gotta be a
They don't make it
real-
easy on you.
You got to be a real degen to figure that out.
What about any other prop bets you guys found that you were liking? The touchback one's kind of probably the one I'm actually gonna bet on.
All right. I got a few. I lost it earlier this week because it's buried somewhere on Sportsbet Montana. First touchdown scorer higher than 11.5. Jersey number.
I like it.
Just as a fun, interesting kind of, you know.
Well, I think that's going to be Devontae Smith, the first touchdown scorer. You
That's
heard it here
fair.
first.
That's fair.
That one,
So do you get the number 11 or is that?
it would be 11.5. It's either.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
so-
11 and a half.
So
Oh,
if A.J. Brown gets it, no bueno.
or MVS. He's
Or
11.
Pacheco,
right?
isn't he 10?
Pacheco's 10. Miles Sanders is
You're pretty much just
26.
banking on it being Travis Kelce at that point.
No, Miles Sanders, Gainwell,
I was given.
Boston Scott, Dallas Goddard.
I was given the script, as we will be shown later.
Yeah?
The same game parlay. And this will make a lot more sense.
Okay.
Another one I like, Jalen Hurts under passing yards. I got it.
I like that too.
I got
I
it
love
at
that
guy
247.
stinks.
I got it at 247.5. I don't know what it is right now. I think that he is still pretty banged up. And
I think that this is apart from me trolling, but I think that they are talking about Patrick Mahomes' ankle way as much as they should be talking about Jalen Hurts'
Yep.
shoulder.
Dude, I literally think they're just gonna. I would take the over on Jalen Hurts rushing yards because I think he's gonna let it all hang out on the run game since he can't really. I do think his shoulder's bad.
Yeah.
I think that he's just gonna let it all hang out on the run game.
If
and
that
he's-
was Patrick Mahomes with a shoulder, it'd be the headline for the last month.
but yeah, I don't
Jalen
know.
Hurts passing yards, I think I bet that on Tuesday because I wanted to get it in. Jalen Hurts passing yards now is at 238.
Yeah,
So
238 and a half.
Kind of where the public's putting the money on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I would take his over rushing yards, but I also think I would take Patrick Mahomes over rushing yards because I think he's gonna have one or two runs where he just does a stupid little skirt run and gets a first down, slides, and
I didn't look at it, but I would take the over on sacks for Frank Clark.
I couldn't find it.
I took
Probably somewhere.
Chris
Yeah.
Jones over a half a sack.
I also would do that.
Yeah, that
Minus
guy's.
I think
130,
each of those
that
guys-
seems like a nice little.
I feel like each of those guys might get one, even though the Eagles have a very good offensive line.
Very good. Very, very good. And I'm interested, speaking of the offensive line, I think Chris Jones is a great pick for a sack because Landon Dickerson, a rookie from Alabama who's playing left guard for them, has a hyperextended elbow, I believe.
Mm.
And, like, obviously they'll probably shoot something up in there.
Well, yeah, he's going
But
to get some shots.
That is a tough matchup for, one, a rookie in general, and two, when you're hurt, to go against Chris Jones all game long.
Yeah, Chris Jones just bullies grown-ass men.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's incredible. And I don't know. I think it'll be an interesting matchup on that side of the ball because I do think the Eagles have a good O-line, but the D-line is scary for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Because Carlos Dunlap just shows up and gets a sack every now and then.
Yeah, and I think that's the Chiefs really rely on that because they have rookies, and their secondary is rookies.
Yeah, and their linebackers are young too. Like I think
Yeah.
Zach Bolton's like his third year, second year guy.
Yeah, no, the Chiefs'
Like-
defense really depends on
Well,
those big, beefy boys in the front.
and it's what they have to do because they are paying Patrick Mahomes so much money they can't. Like you have to have good guys on your back end for
It's true.
your rookie deals because they're not spending on their quarterback. They're not. Their receivers aren't like big names, but they're still.
That doesn't matter though,
No, it doesn't.
because you're paying Patrick Mahomes all that money.
Yeah, as long as you have Travis Kelce, it don't matter.
But like, it wasn't that long ago we were talking about how good a receiver Juju was. Like Juju's.
No, I agree with that.
No, Juju led me to some great fantasy success.
And they got that one. They got 2 white dudes that can take the top off the defense. They would like to say.
Why'd you have to say they're white, Bryce?
Yeah, MVS can take the top off the defense too. You know, Kadarius Toney as well.
Kadarius.
Sorry.
You know,
It's okay.
Kadarius Toney's gonna get a touchdown. They're gonna do a little.
It
like,
does feel like
they're gonna
he's
do a
gonna
little
score.
like jet sweep
Yeah.
action. They're just gonna or a
It
fly
does
sweep,
feel
toss
like
it
he
right
was-
in front of him on the goal line, and he's just gonna go edge around.
Yeah, it does. It feels like him and Pacheco are both gonna.
It feels, but like to me, it feels like when Antonio Brown was playing in the Super Bowl, like kind of reminds me of like Juju now, and it's like feels like he's gonna score.
Speaking of that though, Sky Moore anytime touchdown plus 750.
You know, I was real high on Sky Moore earlier in the year.
I was too.
I said he was gonna be Offensive Rookie of the Year on Barnburner Bet's Twitter.
Really?
I was very high on him
That's embarrassing.
early this year. Picked him in most of my fantasy leagues pretty late. Why'd I do it? Like this guy stinks.
Well, yeah. I mean,
He had one. He did win. He did have a big part of them beating the Bengals on that punt return, but pisses me off.
that's okay.
You
Okay.
know,
Win some, you lose.
you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, another prop I like last play of the game would be a QB kneel. I'm saying no. I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a Hail Mary by one of these teams.
What are the odds on that?
Plus 184 now.
Well, that just depends on whether or not Patrick Mahomes has the ball or not when they're up 2 scores.
Gosh.
FanDuel has some fun ones like will the 2-minute warning be exactly at 2 minutes on the clock in the first half? Yes or no?
That's a fun one.
That's a fun one.
Montana SportsBet, you suck.
You
do
are
this.
terrible. Do your
Does
job.
FanDuel have Gronks because that's one that I brought up. I was listening to Pat and the boys yesterday or not. Gronk will make.
No, I think that is
Oh, I
like
forgot about the kick of
the
destiny.
kick of destiny is going to be electric. I think that their deal is if you put $5 on a bet, on FanDuel for the Super Bowl, you're automatically entered into the 10 million of free bets if he makes it.
Oh, geez.
So it's not. I haven't found like a bet where it's like yes, no, he makes it.
Well,
But I think that that is what I read earlier. Is
I'm
like,
saying he will make it.
oh, I am. Yeah,
That's
that hadn't
gonna
been.
be my bet, even though there's no odds on it. I'm saying.
How long is it?
I think it's 25, isn't it?
I think so.
I don't know. My brain was like, it's 40, and then that's not right.
I thought it was 35. Maybe I'm wrong. If only we had computers.
Kick of destiny. Gronk.
While you guys are looking at that, some of the other things that I like: Kelsey anytime touchdown, Miles Sanders anytime touchdown. Second half to outscore the first half. It's kind of a fun one. Kelsey over receptions at 7.5. And then Patrick Mahomes to win the MVP.
So
He
20.
won the MVP last night.
Super Bowl MVP.
So,
Thank you. Thanks for the clarification.
for all our FanDuel listeners out there, all you need to do to ensure that you get a piece of the money of the kick, it's 25-yard kick, is place a $5 wager on
I
your
can make a
preferred
25-yard kick.
on your preferred money line, and you'll get a piece of the $10 million offered. And then there is another. They do like again. This is cool.
Ooh.
They have another promo where you can unlock 3,000 no sweat bet that will make sure your stake is fully returned if your pick doesn't hit.
See,
That'd be fun.
they do it right.
But yeah, no, I like where your head's at, Bryce. That being said, we each have our own same game parlay. We have not discussed it. I don't know what direction everybody went here. I'll start. I went safe route pretty much. Over 50.5. Mahomes over 19.5 rush yards, and Jalen Hurts under 238.5 passing yards. It's plus 756. $20 will win you 151.
Nice. I don't know the odds of mine. I already told you that. But Patty Mahomes over 1.5 touchdown passes. Juju over 37.5 receiving yards. Kelsey over 7.5 receptions. I had that under for a while, and then I thought,
The
And
guy
then
gets the ball.
Harrison Butker under 7.5 kicking points.
I like it.
I think they're going to be scoring a lot of touchdowns.
It's true. It's true.
So
Yes.
we got to do a wild one. I'll be the wild one. We're going a little out of
Hey,
left
I
I
heard
figured-
you were a
I
wild
figured
one.
somebody was gonna be a wild one. I thought it'd be Dalton.
Ooh.
Dalton, you're gonna get taken down on YouTube singing that song.
Did I sound that close to the
You
song?
did.
field. Yeah.
Nice.
So first, we're gonna start off with first drive Eagles field goal, then Chiefs touchdown, plus 1900.
I like it.
And then, it gets crazier. We're gonna sprinkle in a Travis Kelsey first time TD plus 550, and a Travis Kelsey 2+ touchdowns for plus 460. $5. If you put a $5 bet, your expected payout would be 36.40.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
These are all locks.
I was given a script, and I was like, "This is it."
This is it.
What if Travis Kelsey just has like 4 catches for 35 yards?
It's probably what's gonna happen.
I do think that will happen, especially after I put a MVP bet.
If
Super
I was the
MVP bet
Eagles-
on Travis Kelsey,
No matter how bad I'd want Hassan Reddick on the edge, I would just be like, hey, you're going to follow Travis Kelsey around for the entire game.
dude, I would literally make anybody on that team beat me besides Travis Kelsey.
Yeah.
I would put 3 guys on him, and
Yeah.
everybody else is man to man. You better be better.
Yeah.
Like, you can't let Travis Kelsey beat you, but he does.
But he's going
He's
to do the
gonna
thing
do
where
his
he
thing.
blocks and he releases, and then he runs in the middle of the field,
And
and
then
he's
he-
like 6 yards down from the center, and he turns around and he catches it, and he
Or-
takes it 13 yards
Or he's
every
gonna
time.
do the thing where he comes off at the line, goes left, comes back right, goes left again, then comes across the middle and just runs.
Yeah, or
Catch
him
the
and
ball
Patty
and-
Mahomes are going to look at each other below the hovel, and they're going to say, hey, let's just Red Rover around, and then enough time will pass in the play that you'll be open, I'll throw it to you.
Yeah. No, it's really what it is, and it's incredible what those two have done, like, together, just based on the fact that everybody says what we're saying in a locker room, like, you can't let him beat us, and he's still going to.
Well, yeah. That's what makes great players great. You look at him
It's-
and you're like, hey, let's just stop this guy. He'll make it okay.
And then
And
you
you
just
don't-
can't figure it out.
Yeah, then you'll stop him.
Exactly. They always have one more trick up their sleeve. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Did you guys see the Kelsey brothers did their podcast at the Radio Row?
No, I
Remember?
didn't watch that. I was watching the one with them and their mom, though.
That one was
That
funny.
one was pretty awesome.
But he was saying, like, some fan like sent in something. Would it be easier for Travis to beat Jason Kelsey one-on-one, like, and make a tackle?
Yeah.
Or for Jason Kelsey to guard Travis Kelsey and get a stop? And
I don't think that Jason Kelsey could stop him.
he's like, that's what he said. He's like, you think a 290 center can guard this guy? Jalen Ramsey can't guard this guy.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
don't
oh,
think that that's
just-
going to happen.
just a funny clip I saw from their Super Bowl week podcast.
Yeah, they do a good job.
They do. It's very crazy.
They're likable, even though I
Yeah.
don't like the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's very fair. They're both very likable. Then the only thing that made me think the Eagles are gonna win is the jersey went on Rocky.
That's an inside job.
It's an
Without a
inside
doubt,
job,
that is-
100%.
That is
That
an
is
inside
Eagles
job.
fan.
100%.
That is 100% an Eagles fan. There's no
1000%.
doubt about it.
Put on the 8-7 on there even.
What Chiefs fan is rocking over to Philadelphia and throwing that on the Rocky statue?
No, I mean, and like
No.
especially
That's an inside job.
And
We should look into this.
and Travis saying like, don't do it, please don't do it, definitely don't do it.
That's a bad idea.
Bad idea. So that made me believe the 70%, but
We need a camera, and we need. I guarantee it's going to be someone walking over in like a Brian Dawkins jersey, and he's like, and puts it on there.
Is it
Oh.
EDP?
He just
445?
he just wanted a cupcake.
But yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. I think it's time to move on to our AA.
One last thing. We got to bring it up. The coin toss curse.
Oh yeah, that is true.
I had a great idea. What was it? Can you go over it so I can remember my idea
Yes, it
again?
says coin toss curse. The winnings of the coin toss is 0-9 in the title game since 2014.
Yeah. So, what was my idea?
So your
Chiefs.
idea was that we were going to watch the coin toss in the bowling alley where our sports bet machine was.
Yes.
And whoever won the coin toss.
We were
gonna
no.
live
We were
bet
gonna
against them.
we were gonna bet on the coin toss, and that's the only bet that we really have to win.
And then
We
we'll
put a
take
bunch
all
of money on the
winnings.
coin toss. We win that, and then we bet all the money we won on the team that lost the coin toss money line.
Yeah, and when we mean we're putting a lot of money on the coin toss, we're putting like $10 on it.
Maybe 13. Who knows?
It's a lot of money.
I might get froggy. I might bet over $20 on the game this weekend at some point. Who knows?
You're wild.
I know.
You're wild. All right, we are doing a Mount Rushmore draft of Super Bowls.
Dun, 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 dun.
The first pick is Dalton.
Let's go.
Wait. We're doing the whole order real quick. Then you
Okay, good, because I need to get a Roman numeral translator up because I didn't write down the actual Super Bowl number.
I'm second. Bryce, you're last.
It's probably a good thing.
That's got to be something, right?
So I gotta.
1 sec. Because I already know my first pick.
It's fair.
Is it I? Super Bowl 23, boys. Bengals, Niners. Niners win 20-16. Joe Montana was looking a 92-yard drive straight down the barrel, and he said, "Cue my music." Under pressure. Came down. Marched down the field. They win. Just,
Saw John Candy.
I wish I could have watched it.
It's a fair pick. I'm taking Super Bowl 51. 28-3.
I just would like to point out that Noah and I were talking about this a couple days ago, and all he said was, "I'm not going to take the Falcons Super Bowl. I'm not going to take it. I don't cherish that one as much."
I had to throw you.
God,
off
I
to make-
hate Patriots
I had to
fans.
make you think I wasn't going to take it.
That's my favorite one I've probably ever seen.
Not so fast, my friend.
What do you mean?
Bryce, up to the plate.
Bryce
I
is
am up to the plate. This is one of the earliest Super Bowl memories that I have. I'm going Super Bowl 42. New York Giants 17, New England Patriots.
And then I also said Bryce will probably whip out the Giants Patriots right
100%.
after, which is fair.
Which is very
very fair.
I almost took that as my first pick. I'm not going to lie.
That's like the first Super Bowl that I can remember as a kid.
I remember just bawling.
I will take, since Noah.
You're not up.
Oh, shit, snake
Snake
draft.
draft.
Oh no.
First time.
Okay, so I'm going around again. A sneaky good Super Bowl for me. Another good one. Super Bowl 43, Steelers, Cardinals.
Dang it.
I
I wanted that one.
cross that one out. Dude, I'm not going to have enough written down on here that haven't been taken. I'm
That
going to
is
have to go to
tough.
Wikipedia.
That's tough.
That was a great Super
That's a
Bowl.
great Super Bowl.
I completely remember that one. That was
Great Super
awesome.
Bowl.
Great.
Antonio
Awesome.
Holmes.
That's what, like,
James Harrison.
yeah,
Larry
That's it.
Fitzgerald was just good at football.
Kurt Warner.
I remember
Hell
watching
by Big Ben.
great Puppy Bowl that year too, guys.
Who won?
I think it was
All of us were
Ty.
winners.
everyone wins the Puppy Bowl.
That's when the participation trophies start flowing out of America. I'm taking Seahawks Patriots.
It's a good one.
Super Bowl 49. Shout out Malcolm Butler. Shout out Jimmy Garoppolo getting a ring.
Yeah.
It's the only one he's going to get in his career.
Speaking of Jimmy Garoppolo, for my second pick, I'm picking the first 3 quarters of the Niners-Chiefs Super Bowl because that was electric.
Dalton, I feel like we can air some grievances about that Super Bowl.
That was, yeah.
Not necessarily the game itself, but just the situation in which it was just you and me in your dorm room.
Yeah, Noah was supposed to be there. Obviously, he couldn't make it. Noah rain checked us for, I guess, is now his
Whoa,
girlfriend of
whoa,
3
whoa,
years.
whoa, whoa. We are not calling my girlfriend a bitch.
I didn't.
That
Katie,
was too far.
I didn't mean that.
That was too far.
Thank God AJ's gonna edit that out.
No, he's not.
I'll
Keep it
never forget Bryce and I. The Niners get a pick. We're jumping up and down, happy,
Hyped.
just so hyped, so excited. And then 10 minutes later, I'm hucking a PS4 controller down the Craig Hall dorms.
I just remember when they all ran to the end zone after they got the pick, and you and I looked at each other. We're like, we just need any type of score right now.
Yeah, I remember
It's ours.
the words "We're gonna win a Super Bowl" came out of my mouth.
Yes.
And so yeah, I'm going with the first 3 quarters of that. Noah, you are back up.
That was only one. You gotta do another one.
I could do another one.
It's a snake draft.
It's 4, right?
What?
We're doing 4 picks.
Yeah.
I will go with 1 second. Oh no. Where did it go? It's obviously not one I've watched, but as you know, a lot of very old football games are in my YouTube. And so sometimes I wake up and I'm watching an old football game. I've watched preseason games from 1963 before. They're not great.
Football guy.
Yeah, we're gonna go with. Let me translate this really quick because I still don't know the numbers. We're going Super Bowl 13. That was the Pittsburgh Steelers beating the Dallas Cowboys 35-31.
Was Roger Staubach playing?
Yes, he was. Terry Bradshaw was also playing, but that is I've got the picture right here when he dropped the touchdown pass. That sucks for that guy.
Does
But
suck for that guy.
It's good to watch the Cowboys lose,
Always is.
even though
Always is.
that was years before I was born.
I am going with my third pick to Super Bowl 46. The Giants beating the Patriots.
Wow.
I will say, hard Super Bowl to watch for me, obviously, but great game. And just Wes Welker drops a once-in-a-lifetime pass that he never drops. Aaron Hernandez scored in that game.
He killed a guy.
He did kill a guy.
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
Never forget Aaron Hernandez. But then Mario Manningham on the sideline. Like, I went to,
Mario Manningham, great 49.
Like-
49er.
I will say, Bryce, you brought up the helmet catch, that catch, and then Jermaine Kearse makes that catch that just lands on his lap after Malcolm Butler breaks it up.
Uh-huh.
I had flashbacks in all three where I was like, and obviously we lost two of them, but the
Yeah.
Seahawks one, I was like,
Seahawks
It's
one didn't
over.
end up well for them.
it's over because like this happens every time we play a crazy game, like in a Super Bowl, and it was frustrating.
That was the start.
God
of
hates the Patriots
That was the start of
He loves Tom Brady.
when he loves Tom Brady.
That was the start of the let's ride.
That's
It's
right.
just been downhill since then.
Exactly.
Think about it.
Exactly. So that is my third pick. Not a fun one for me, but it was a great game. Well, and just all the storylines. I think Wes Welker left after that year too to go to Denver.
Eli Manning is just, whenever he's in the big game, it's going to be electric.
It is, and I think Eli said it where his quote was, "If I don't know what his mom's name, if she didn't have two boys, that Tom Brady would probably have 10 rings."
That's true, though.
It's so
It's so
hilarious.
true.
Like, it's just crazy to even think about. Bryce, you got your final two, or we could keep going if we want to keep going.
Yeah, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here, but I got a great one cooking up.
This is gonna be another dagger at Noah, but it must be fun to have your team in Super Bowls all the time.
Mhm.
I love this Super Bowl, Super Bowl 52.
Yeah, I was going to
The
pick that.
Eagles
Gotta
and the
pick it, too.
Patriots.
It's a great game.
The
Philly.
Philly special that has inspired every team every year. It feels like to run the Philly.
There was
at one
something
point.
happening at all points in that Super Bowl. It was awesome.
That was
awesome.
that was great.
That was the Super Bowl that Malcolm Butler got benched, right?
Yeah, he did get benched. He's coming out with a documentary and a book about how he got benched. Not about him getting the pick in the Super Bowl.
No,
winning.
it wouldn't be that one.
Why would you do that? He's making it about why he got benched. Which
Respectfully.
I'll probably watch because I am a Malcolm Butler fan since he did win a Super Bowl.
How could
That
you
was the
not be?
Give him a
same Super Bowl that Tom Brady tried catching the pass and just stumbles.
In the first quarter,
And
yeah.
I used to absolutely hate that man, and I thought that was the greatest thing. on
Yeah. No,
television.
100%.
I still hate that man.
100%. That's like you said, it's something going on at all times.
Yeah, it was like
Even like when Brady fumbled at the end and like they were down 8 still and they needed to get a stop to get the ball back, felt like they still like for some reason like had a chance to
you
score.
just don't count him out.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like that game.
It was awesome.
It was just incredible. Like
Yeah, it was a good one.
you couldn't stop Nick Foles. If Carson Wentz plays in that game, the Patriots win. Your next pick, Bryce?
This one hurts me as a 49ers fan too. But Super Bowl 47, the power going out. It was a great Super Bowl. The hope that was given when they rattled off 17 unanswered points.
I was a young kid wearing a Patrick Willis jersey, and I will admit, Niners were down, 24?
Yeah, and they rattled off 17.
I had to rip out a game of Guitar Hero 3 because I couldn't do it.
How's it feel to almost come back and not finish it?
It hurt.
Yeah.
Guys, I swear this is real. The night before the Super Bowl, I went and watched my brother play basketball in Power. And the whole time I was just hyped. Niners playing Super Bowl tomorrow. Great time. I went to sleep that night. And I swear I dreamed the final score and the Niners were going to lose. I swear. I swear it was, what was it, 34-28? I swear I dreamed that score.
Yeah, something like
Just
that.
why didn't they just give Frank Gore the ball? Stupid.
No, that one hurt. That was a good game. You had the power going out.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was weird.
Two
The Harbaughs.
Harbaugh
two
brothers.
completely different quarterbacks in Colin Kaepernick and Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco's elite. Joe Flacco's elite.
Okay.
Did you do 2 there, right?
Yeah, he did too.
All right. I'm gonna go with Super Bowl 44. Saints beating the Colts.
Good Super Bowl.
And
That onside kick is awesome.
onside kick's awesome. The whole storyline of Hurricane Katrina coming through and ruining the city, and the Saints putting the city on their back. And I don't know, good story. Not a big. I enjoy
And paying their
Peyton
players
Manning
to physically injure other people. Don't forget that.
now. Pretty
But
cool guy.
yeah.
Like I'm a Peyton Manning fan as I've gotten older, but then I hated him because him and Brady had that whole rivalry thing going.
naturally.
And so, yeah, I think that was a great Super Bowl, and I think that we'll probably get a clip of Tracy Porter just running to the end zone in this video about now.
Manning in the shotgun puts Collie in motion, looks in his direction. It's picked off! It's picked off! It's Tracy Porter again! He's running free! He's going to go all the way! Hand outstretched! It is a Saint touchdown! 70 yards on the reach!
Because the
Good
Saints
job,
are
AJ.
cheap.
Yeah.
Well,
Cheap shots.
they have cheap shots. They definitely pay well. to
I-
cheap shots,
You
though.
too. Let's go one more round.
Okay, well, we've talked about a lot of great quarterbacks.
Yes.
And so we have also already brought up the Ravens, which I'm going to go with Super Bowl 35. Maybe the greatest quarterback we've ever seen in Trent Dilfer.
Yeah.
Um,
Because it was a different game then.
It was a different game. They've just
The game's gotten easier.
game's gone easier. Aaron Rodgers and
People are-
Tom Brady aren't that good.
People are less athletic now than
Yeah.
they were back
And
then.
don't forget, we also another murder in that game. Ray
That's
Lewis.
True. It's true.
Yeah.
Somewhat alleged.
Alleged. We don't need to be getting any definite.
If Ray Lewis sues us, dude,
That'd be kind of cool.
does Ray Lewis, does he want my $50 check I'm going to get after work this week? Is that what he wants? He can have it.
Does he want my $300 in my bank account? Cause
Yeah. Does
all
he
yours,
want? Does
man.
he want the bet slips I'm going to make this weekend?
Yeah.
I mean, Ray Lewis, if you want to come after me, come after me.
I don't think you want that.
I'm just kidding. The last guy that said that got killed,
Alleged.
allegedly.
Can't have it. Can't have it. Can't have it. I don't know how we proceed. Keep going. You're on.
One
Get your
sec. I
next
gotta
one.
find what number this is, which I'm surprised it hasn't been brought up yet. So it's a real steal. IV.
Bryce, you're good to do a couple more maybe?
Super Bowl 34, the infamous 1 yard short.
Jeff Fisher was the coach.
Jeff Fisher was.
Shout out Jeff Fisher.
Shout out Jeff Fisher. He coached in the Super Bowl,
He did. I'm a
People
big Jeff
forget that.
Fisher guy.
Gotta love that 7-9, 8-8.
and that was just the Titans' magic ran out in the last play.
100%.
Never forget the Music City Miracle.
How could you?
Greatest show on turf. Obviously, that Super Bowl happened before I was born, but
Yeah.
I assume it was awesome.
I couldn't imagine. That had to be great. It's me again. Let me do some little translations here because there's a lot of X's.
While Noah's typing, we forgot to bring up one more Super Bowl prop bet.
What's that?
The hat or the
After.
anthem's going over or under.
I don't even know
Over.
what's that at.
Over.
Under.
Chris
He's
Stapleton's
the
a slow.
smoothest Tennessee whiskey, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be smoothing itself over.
Yeah, I agree. Super Bowl 39, Patriots Eagles.
Good one.
T.O. played on a broken leg and gave the Patriots the work.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan McNabb, Mike Vrabel scored a touchdown. Brian Westbrook. I mean, Corey Dillon, one of my favorites. I love Corey Dillon. Yeah, just a great game. Great game. Rodney Harrison getting a pick to seal it. Just never forget. Great game. Watched that game a lot of times on the way back home from Grizz games because I had the Patriot, the Super Bowl disc they do. I had that, and you can watch the full game. And so I'd
Just
watch-
murdering that game on
just-
the way back to
oh,
Great
dude,
Falls.
I broke the CD. Like it doesn't work anymore. But it was a great thing. Bryce, you got two ready, or do you want to just do one and be done?
I'll do. I'm just gonna say
We could do one more.
the Patriots and Rams Super Bowl from a couple of years ago. That sting. That was the.
Were you
most-
lying to me earlier this week when you said you might pick that one?
No, I might pick that one.
That's crazy.
That was the
that
most
Super Bowl sucked.
miserable game of
Yeah,
football
for you,
I've watched.
but like for
No,
you
it's
guys,
it's like the same thing like with the
the Niners game against the Cowboys.
yeah.
Yeah.
My team was playing, so I liked watching it.
Yeah, and like I don't know, it's just like the Brady throws that ball between three defenders to Gronk, and Gronk just lays out and catches it, and Shelley Michelle scores a touchdown. It was the ending was fun, and plus like how much people talked about that week, how good the Rams' offense was, how Sean McVay was a wizard, which is still true. Like that part was very rewarding to give them 3 points.
Never forget when Todd Gurley just decided to quit playing football in the playoffs.
Yeah, Like that for me, that's why it would be on my list. But I don't think it's like an all-time great Super Bowl. I think it's in the bottom half of Super Bowl.
And then I also just want to say the Broncos Seahawks Super Bowl, that was a disaster from the beginning of the game. And anytime the snap goes over your head for a safety,
I feel like that was worse than the Patriots Rams one. At least the Patriots Rams one was close.
yeah,
but that one gave you something to watch.
Fair. So what's your pick, Bryce? Or are we just talking now?
I think we're just talking.
We're just talking.
Bryce was just looking at Super Bowls that he hated.
I was looking at Super Bowls from like the first Super Bowl, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm gonna say about Too Tall Jones or I don't
Too
know.
Tall Jones. Well, I always forget about the Steelers-Seahawks game. Hines Ward threw a touchdown.
He did.
Like, I don't know why I forget about it, but I guess
Probably because the Seahawks were just, in history's aspect, that's just an irrelevant team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny that like we're in Montana and
I hate them.
We just
I hate
so
'em.
much.
I hate them.
But I guess it was 21-10. That's not that exciting. Any other honorable mentions out here? I would like to honorable mention the Patriots Rams first Super Bowl they played in, where it was Brady's first Super Bowl, launched the dynasty. Shout out Adam Vinatieri. Shout out Tuck Rule. And then I'd like to honorable mention the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Chiefs Super Bowl. Shout out Tom Brady. And then I'd like to honorable mention.
Bryce, could you imagine rattling off this many Super Bowls that you've seen your team win?
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
And then I'd like to honorable mention the Patriots versus the Panthers. That was a good one.
I almost put that on my list.
That's a
I
good
actually
Super
did
Bowl.
almost put that one on
That
my
is
list.
a good Super Bowl. But, no. Those are my 3 honorable mentions for the guy that gave me a lifetime of happiness. Have fun in retirement, Tom.
I would like to shout out some people who won Super Bowl MVP who probably you wouldn't think would. Desmond Howard.
I didn't know that for a long time.
Yeah, Desmond Howard won a Super Bowl MVP.
This is the first time I'm hearing about that.
Yeah. Who was the other one that I had?
I mean, Julian Edelman winning one's kind
Julian Edelman winning one's always great. I mean,
Super Bowl 5, Chuck Howley for a linebacker for the
I was looking
Cowboys.
at that too.
I mean, they had a fullback win it before. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Franco Harris?
No, Larry Kostka for the Dolphins. I don't know, Super Bowl 7, 8. I mean,
Malcolm Smith. I know why he won it, but he went into. No one ever really talks about Malcolm Smith.
Not
Yeah,
even
like-
remotely.
the Cowboys had 2 D linemen win it in the same year. In Super Bowl
Is it?
12. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, you look back, like, way back when there was, like, actually other people that won it
Yeah.
besides quarterbacks. Deion Branch winning one.
I mean, we got a little bit of we're forgetting that Cooper Kupp did win last year.
Thank you, Cooper Kupp.
That is true. But, yeah, I mean, it's Von Miller winning one's the most recent defensive player.
He deserved it.
He did, definitely.
Cam Newton should have won after that ball.
He ruined Cam Newton's career.
Santonio Holmes.
Yep.
Obviously.
Hines Ward.
Hines Ward, another good one. Big Ben. Never got that.
Where did
Big
Big Ben go to college? Bryce, go.
Miami of Ohio.
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
Thank you.
I thought that he was wrong.
I think I'm going to say what somebody's probably not going to like. Big Ben's a better quarterback all time than Aaron Rodgers. If you compare their stats, he's a better quarterback.
Apart
all
from the only reason I would give the edge to Aaron Rodgers is his touchdown to interception ratio
And MVPs.
and MVPs. That's it. I'd argue. You tell me I'm starting a franchise today. Give me Ben Roethlisberger.
over Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I seriously mean that argument is a real thing.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm not-
about you guys. I'm gonna go into my dark cave after this episode and not be seen for a couple months until I pop back up on the.
Allegedly, Ben Roethlisberger has a dark cave. Allegedly.
He's got a few of them.
Well, that's where Aaron Rodgers is right now for his 4-day.
Oh, do you think they're both in there just hanging out?
They're just playing rock, paper, scissors. Whoever comes out alive is the winner.
Yeah.
Like actual, like, okay.
Yeah.
Dropping a rock.
That's some rich white people things to do.
Did you see the pictures of it?
No,
It's a pretty cool little space. It's mostly concrete.
Do we think he's coming back?
no.
I don't know.
I do because I think he doesn't want to be in the same class trying to get in the Hall of Fame as Tom Brady.
Because he's that shallow.
He is. Like, and like if that's the year he goes into the Hall of Fame, everybody's gonna say, "Oh, it's Tom Brady's year. It's not his year." I think he wants his own year. I think selfishly he wants his own year.
It's J.J. Watt, too.
Exactly. He's not. I would pick. I can't say that. I'm a big J.J. Watt guy, so I'd go like, oh, we're getting Tom Brady, J.J., then Aaron Rodgers.
I
I
would
also
say
don't like Aaron Rodgers, so that's very biased to me.
It's true.
But I don't know. I think he's coming back. Also, Pat McAfee and the boys were electric on Radio Row.
It was a good time.
Great time.
That's a bunch of stooges with microphones with a bunch of famous people. coming up
Bunch
and
of
talking to
famous
them.
people. No concerts at Radio Row this year.
It's so sad.
Um,
Imagine the first time you get invited to Radio Row. You're like, we're just gonna bring on Wiz Khalifa and have a concert.
that was awesome. What else? Oh, the award show last night. Everybody think that it went the way it should have.
No.
I think that you
Brock
should.
Purdy was missing.
I tweeted this, but you should not get comeback player of the year if the thing you're coming back from was the bench. If you
I
sucked,
agree.
you shouldn't get comeback player of the year just because you sucked.
They
I-
should have a category like the NBA does, most improved.
Yeah, it should
Yeah,
be most
no,
like because
I
you can't
agree.
even argue that like he had his slump season then he came down. His whole career was a slump season. He didn't come back to anything.
No, he just
He-
improved.
There was no thing that he came back to. He just improved.
No.
He got better.
Yeah, no, that was my only issue I think that I had. Dave Baldwin, Coach of the Year, is who I don't know.
That's good. There's a lot of guys. that
It's
could have
good.
had it.
There's a lot of coaches that could have had
There's
it
a
this
big
year.
pool of good coaches.
NCDC could have had it. Doug
Sirianni
Peterson,
coulda had it.
Sirianni, Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan played this third string.
Yeah, no. There was a lot of guys that could have had it this year. MVP,
I think that was the right.
that was no.
No, there was
100%.
only
There
one
was-
answer for MVP. And it was
yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
Through like week 12, I thought it would be Jalen Hurts, and then once Jalen went down and didn't play a week, I knew it was.
Yeah.
I'm
David
not.
Whiting.
I'm not devastated about that one.
No, Defensive Player of the Year to your boy, Nick Bosa, as he deserved
Hey,
it.
we've been on
Deserve that too.
We've been on that. We can
I've been.
Oh, we've
check
been
the receipts.
Nick Bosa is gonna go down with so many sacks by the
Barnbur-
time it's all.
Barnburner Betts tweeted out before the season started. Nick Bosa's defense player.
Yeah, if he
so,
didn't tear his ACL in his second year,
Oh,
he'd be on pace for so many records.
I agree. I think he still will be.
That playoff, that 20-1.5 playoff, if things go how it is right now, he's gonna probably smash that.
Yeah, I agree.
Sauce
else?
Gardner.
Sauce Gardner, again,
It could have been.
It could have been all three of them.
It could have been all three of them.
It
They
was
should
awesome.
honestly just had them all three share it.
Nah,
No one would have liked that, but
you gotta pick one.
I agree.
I don't like that BS of let's share this.
Why's that?
Cause why? This is why. Why would you do it? Why is he? Yes, they were all great, but one of them was the best,
It's true.
and it was Sauce.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Sauce is.
He's got the sauce.
I think he's probably the best corner in the NFL this year.
Well, and then I saw people. Some people were upset that Garrett Wilson got it over Chris Olave.
That could have gone a lot of that. Why is that? They had like the same stats in my opinion.
And Wilson had 10 more catches.
But
I still
Wilson,
think Brock Purdy had more of a conversation in it.
I agree.
You're telling me I know he didn't
In a
have the same amount of
In a
sample
quarterback
size?
centered league, he
No,
was top 5 and no, I'm just saying. I'm not looking at you to argue. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it. He was from the time that he started, he was top 5 in like every quarterback statistical category, which is so hard to do.
it is very hard to do, and I think he had a good argument for it as well.
And then he didn't lose a damn game till the NFC Championship.
And
Which
people say that it was
even-
because it's Kyle Shanahan's offense, and I'd say, why didn't Josh Johnson do better in the NFC Championship?
Thank you.
Fair point. So you think you guys are going to invest more in a third string quarterback next year?
I think that's going to be a fun quarterback battle. I think that George Kittle said it, but it's Brock Purdy's job to lose.
Well, I know that you got two, but when those two get hurt, you need a good third one.
Yeah, I don't know. I really
Franchise tag Jimmy G and keep him on practice squad.
no. I think that they pretty much told
Jimmy's
him to
gone.
pack up his things and get out of the building. I think that
Actually, this time.
I think that they should go hit up Phillip Rivers and see what he's doing and ask if he wants to come out as a quarterback coach, who also is on the practice squad.
Why not Chad Henne?
Did you see
He's locked down in Kansas City, or else I'd
He's
love
not
to have
going
Chad
anywhere.
Henne.
anything is possible?
Anything is possible.
Gardner Minshew Super Bowl MVP. I saw like Joe Montana was like doing the Radio Row rounds, and he said that they should have kept Jimmy over everybody.
You can argue that.
I think you can.
Well, Jerry Rice got a pass in the end zone this year because of Jimmy, so that's probably he's just trying to help his boy out.
Guys, Jimmy played so well this year.
I'm not
I
dissing
know.
Jimmy at all. I'm a
Hey,
big
I
Jimmy.
had
fan.
in
We
term-
gave him his start.
In terms of Jimmy Garoppolo, he played so good this year.
He did.
Bill
I just
Bel-
thought it was so funny when I was in class, at a late class that day, and I get a text from my dad saying, Jerry Rice just got a touchdown pass. And I was like, Dad, what are you talking about? And Jimmy airmailed one all the way into Jerry's little end zone.
I don't remember
sweet
exactly what
spot.
game that was, but if you gave me the choice between throwing a touchdown in a game that you're probably going to win, or you see Jerry Rice and you can throw a pass to Jerry Rice, you throw the GOAT the ball.
And you're just gonna like let the rules play like how they do in like Air Bud,
Yeah.
Like, there's no rules that Jerry Rice can't come out of the stands. And
Exactly.
True.
This show stinks.
It really
Awful.
does. It does. I would say think T.O. could go play tomorrow and score a touchdown because I think so.
Oh, 100%.
That dude looks good.
T.O. has been, like, out of every athlete that's ever retired, I've never seen one ask so many teams on Twitter to let them come play as T.O. does.
Make him a Sea Dragon.
Yeah.
Make him a. We need him
I
in
think
Seattle.
he asks the Bengals, like, once every year. He's like, hey, you guys want a fourth?
Josh Gordon and T.O. would be the perfect.
With Ben DiNucci throwing him the ball?
Ben DiNucci.
Big Sea Dragons podcast as well.
Let's go Sea Dragons.
Let's go
We're
Sea
really
Dragons.
excited for the
Hey.
XFL.
February 18th.
Hey.
First game, February 18th.
Hey.
Shout out. See you guys next week.